The big thing that we focus on, guys, and my guys that hear me say it all the time, all right? So again, our outside linebacker pre-thought process. It's an acronym, CASCR, all right? What CASCR stands for, all right? Call, I want our guys to listen and understand the entire call and what it means to them, okay? Align, recognize formations, get aligned up accordingly, communicate strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and how these affect our defense, all right? Stance. Get in a good stance to execute your technique for the called play. Key, everybody on our defense has a visual key. All right, you have a visual key that you got to make sure you see pre-snap. Know, watch, and read your key. All right, your key is the tool that gives you an advantage on our side of the ball. Use it correctly. Your eyes have to be in the right spot for you to succeed. So make sure we sharp there. And then the R stands for responsibility. All right, do your job. Strike technique, control, process, see ball, shield, shed, pursuit, tackle, all that stuff. Again, execute your responsibility with proper technique and 100% effort. Right, every player should go through this thought process every play. All right, this is a matter of focus, man, and habit. I tell our guys, and it's a way to keep me of our guys locking back in. Okay, I say go through CASCR. We do it in meetings where they go through it. They tell me before we even press play on the play, go through CASCR. Run me through your thought process of what's going to take place here. And we're trying to make this become habit so they can be successful on each and every play. So what I did, I broke them all down for us to make sure we're good, giving us a call, more in depth with it. So when we go call, and I say listen to understand the entire call and what it means to you. All right, something simple. Are we in a 4 down? Are we in a 3 down? All right, any pass responsibility? Am I looking, see where I got to drop? Do I have to drop or do anything? Am I in coverage? All right, coverage type, call family. That's what I mean by call, making sure we do a great job of understanding that. All right, when 4 down, like you got to know whether you're in a 6 and all that good stuff. So doing a good job of recognizing, understanding the call, listening and understanding the entire call. All right, the line part. We go line, recognizing formations and getting lined up accordingly, communicating strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and how those affect our defense. So it's a couple different alignments that we do. Again, if it's 4 down, all right, if I'm in a 6, I'm head up on a Y. I'm in a 6 side, I'm inside. If I'm in a 9, I'm shaded outside of them. If I'm in a wide 9, I got a little space between me and that guy. If I'm on a tackle, I got a 5, heavy 5, a 4-eye. Understanding that. But again, a line is not necessarily just about what we do. It's also how they align as well. Is it back to me? Is it back away from me? Is he in pistol? Is it back even with the quarterback? He's in a 1, 2, or 3. Right? Is he wide? Understanding those little things and being sharp with it. Right? So that's what we mean by a line. How does it help us get a key on what they're doing and making sure we're sharp on it? Stance. So get in a good stance to make sure we execute our technique for the call play. So we have a few stances that we go over. Again, you have knowing your method of play. Like that's a big thing that we stress. All right, that's what stance is. Ambush stance. Ambush stance telling me, when I get off the rock, I'm going to get this ball right away. Again, all right, win in the 6. Again, make sure I'm squaring up. We'll go more in depth. A wing bust stance, a square apex stance. Make sure I do a good job of that, understanding what it means to me. When an ambush stance, again, outside foot up, slightly tilt, get off the ball. That means it's telling us, hey, man, I'm ready to roll. I'm getting off the ball. I'm not that ultimate contain outside. I'm that forced defender. I'm going to make sure I do a good job getting upfield, recreating a line of scrimmage. But I'm getting off the rock and get my feet to the heel line of this tackle's offensive line. Okay? Win in the 6 stance. Again, that means, again, we either head up on them, we have that square stance, got good pad level. All right, when the 3-point stance doing it, same thing. Eyes in the right place, but I'm in the proper stance. I give our guys the freedom to go 2-point or 3-point based on what they feel comfortable at when they're in the 6. Understanding the difference, right? If I'm in the 2-point, I got to make sure I'm playing a good pad level. I'm nice and low. If I'm in the 3-point, I got to make sure I'm good, getting off the ball, rolling out of my hips, getting ready to strike that tight end and doing a good job if I'm in that 6. Again, so you got 6, you got 4. Again, lunge ready. Every time I'm in a 2-point or a 3-point, I'm lunge ready. I'm ready to get out of my hips and play ball. A wing bust. A wing bust stance. That's when we got what we call a wild wing. A tight end and an off tight end stacked with each other. All right, so we're gonna be in our 2-point square stance, but we're going to tilt us a little bit. All right, making sure we tilt a little bit, understanding where we should be going. We're controlling that D gap, really. All right, making sure I'm in a lunge. The only difference between this and the 6, all right, is now I'm slightly tilted. I'm ready to roll out of my hips. I got my eyes in the right place. I'm ready to get out and go. All right, your square apex. Again, 2 to 3 yards inside of number 2. All right, making sure I'm reading the tackle for run pass keys, doing a good job. That means I'm in coverage. I'm still a force defender, but I got to do a great job of seeing what's going on. All right, so again, back and forth, making sure I'm sharp there, normal splits. If I had that number 2 normal, I make sure I apex that thing, still doing what I need to do, but that's our apex. Those are the different stances that we give our guys and making sure they understand it. Okay? Now, when you go in key, the big thing with key, man, that we got to make sure we sharp on. I reiterate it again, know, watch, and read your key. Like I said, key can mean a couple of things. Again, I'm kin to tackle, the tip of that shoulder pad. Make sure I read it, I see it. Again, the shoe of the helmet, end man of the line of scrimmage, being sharp there. But a key can also mean back to me, back away. Okay, nasty split by a detached receiver. Being able to see that, be sharp, understanding where they're at, and understanding how they affect you. So those are big things for us, like understanding that and being good. Responsibility, okay? Make sure, again, strike technique, control, process, see balls, shed, and pursue tackles. Execute your responsibility with 100% technique, being sharp there, having your eyes in the right place, and executing your responsibility. All right? Every player in our system, outside linebacker, every player should go through this thought process every play, man. They got to be locked in and focused. And what it does for them is making sure, I tell our guys a few times, I don't want you going up there playing blind. I want you to be locked in, understanding what you have, being sharp, get set, be ready to roll, man. And I think if we create this type of habit going through Casca, we give ourselves a higher percentage, a better chance of executing our responsibility. All right, so in conclusion, guys, again, I'm James Thomas Jr., outside linebackers coach at the University of Maryland. Again, the big thing, guys, what this is about, is just getting our guys to understand, all right, we cannot line up and play a snap blind. I want to make sure our guys go through a pre-snap thought process, be sharp with understanding what they have to do. Again, the difference between the good and the great guys are the ones that set themselves up for success. So going through Casca, I feel like it's a tool that our guys are able to use, all right, to make sure they're not playing a snap blind and they're playing fast, making sure they understand what we want and what we're asking of them to do.